You know how there's times...
Okay, whoa. You just want to start like that?
I was just going to start it.
Oh, okay.
Because the real intro's later.
All right. Sorry.
You're so awkward.
I don't know.
You're acting like you've never done this before.
I don't know what I'm doing 95% of the time, bro.
Okay. Well, you know how there's times where your week goes by and it doesn't feel like it's gone by?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, this is how it kind of feels.
That's literally me.
We're recording, like, oddly early. Like, earlier than usual.
Yeah, because we have a lot of stuff going on this week.
Yeah. So, like, I guess cue the intro. Hello guys, Two Latin Brothers podcast, also known as T.L.B.P. I'm Victor.
And I'm Adrian.
And we're back at it again with another, well, not vlog, but if you pay attention to Wednesdays on YouTube exclusively, you'll see there is vlogs now. So
right, yeah. We just finished wrapping up a vlog actually.
Yeah, not too long ago.
If you're wondering why we look the same, yeah, that's what's happening. We're trying to pre-record stuff now because our lives are getting kind of busy, and this summer is really picking up now.
Yep.
Like all summers do, you know, everybody wants to do stuff, get together, go out, you know.
Yep.
And it's kind of interesting because we have to also schedule in hanging out with each other because we need to vlog, and some people aren't comfortable being in the vlog, so it's like having to work around those types of scenarios is always interesting for sure.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things.
There's a lot, yeah. Also, like,
there's a lot of things.
There's a lot of stuff, but and pretty soon we're gonna start traveling more around in our area.
Yeah.
So that's gonna start. Also, that's gonna really mess with like the scheduling and all this.
Oh
stuff.
yeah, but the vlogs they're gonna peak.
The vlogs will peak, but everything else is just gonna like
everything else will go down. I mean, we still could do React.
Oh, we could do React Monday from anywhere.
Yeah.
We could do it from a hotel room.
Yeah.
The thing that will be interesting will be the podcast. Recording the podcast will be a little bit more challenging because it's like I can't take the couch, you know, like I can't take the set with me. So
we can't take the set with us. We can take the lights. We can take the camera. A microphone. Like it's and honestly, a light.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely gonna get more complicated.
Yeah. But we are kind of portable.
Yeah, we could. I mean, we've kind of tried it before, and it's been really cool.
Yeah.
You know, more or less. I was gonna. Okay, so this past week.
Yeah.
So we went to the movies on Saturday.
Yes, we did.
And
36
years in the waiting, bro.
36 years of waiting.
That you weren't alive for.
I didn't entirely wait. I only waited like what? A good 12 years.
I wasn't alive for most of it either.
Yeah, so Top Gun Maverick. Do I recommend it? Absolutely. If you've been waiting to see Maverick, Top Gun.
No, you mean Top Gun Maverick?
Top Gun Maverick sucks for you because I've already seen it.
Honestly, like, okay.
Listen.
Look, okay. Spoiler warning.
No.
I know. I'm gonna give a spoiler just in case, like, you know, because if like I'm just giving it so you know, like, just so you know, we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
If you really want to know nothing about it, it's not a spoiler, but I'm just saying spoiler warning in case you don't want to hear any of this. Skip through this part. I don't know. I just want to say that they really nailed the nostalgia factor.
Oh yes.
And it wasn't like overdone either.
Yeah.
Like it was just the right amount.
Natural.
It
felt natural.
The right amount of nostalgia.
It's like going back to your old school if you've ever done that before. So like, or going to an old neighborhood you used to live in. That's what it felt like. It's not overwhelming, but it feels like, you know, like nostalgic.
Right.
And that's what they aimed for. And I think they did a really, really good job with that.
For sure. Like I honestly think that man, like there's just also like the quality of footage now.
Oh yeah.
It's just so superior to what it was 36 years ago.
Oh yeah.
To a point now where like you'll be sitting there and there are moments when like there's scenes of like the jets.
Oh.
And we weren't even in the 4D like theater.
Yeah.
But like the jets are so loud, like your seat vibrates a little.
Oh yeah.
It's just because it's like IMAX, so it's like you feel it.
You feel the bass of the jet.
And you're just like, oh my. It honestly.
Also, not to mention, like, we were sitting pretty middle row.
Yeah.
So, like, the surround sound centered.
Right.
So we heard it super loud. And like if you can get middle row seats, I recommend it. I totally recommend it.
Oh yeah, it was so good. It was so good. Also we had to like buy those almost a week in advance.
Yeah, we had to,
because like it was so hard. And while we were buying them, like people were buying the spots.
Oh yeah, we
almost missed it.
We had selected a row, but we were too slow, and then they were already purchased. So then we had to like reload the page, do it again. And
it was
then,
crazy.
Like, it was crazy, but it was worth it, honestly.
Yeah.
So if you get a chance to watch that movie, I definitely recommend it. Also, because like those shots they got, the jets, leaps and bounds from just the original Top Gun.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my goodness, the shots were amazing,
incredible.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Obviously, like there's, I found this meme on the internet. Where like people are like, you know, I waited 36 years, but I'm only 15.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the greatest thing. Like that's the greatest joke ever.
That is the greatest.
And it was like trending on Twitter too. Like everybody was just losing their mind, giving it like the greatest reviews ever. It was just incredible. And honestly, like, I love that they used Danger Zone again.
Oh yeah.
Like that is everything.
Okay, guys, if you've seen
the original,
if you've seen the original. Early on in your life, I mean like early on, like time has passed between you and watching the movie that's come out recently, you will appreciate the way it starts so much.
Oh yeah,
honestly, like I almost hate to admit it, but I almost cried. Like
oh no, like there were people in the theater crying.
Oh yeah, there were people
like,
in the theater
like
crying.
Our father got kind of teary too. Like it was because he was telling us how like when he was in the States for a while, when he was like younger,
when he was the first time he had watched it.
Yeah,
he was living in Texas.
Yeah,
so like he
got to watch it in the theater.
He got to watch it in the theater.
Yeah,
and he truly enjoyed it more.
Oh yeah, like it was just so good. Honestly, like I was like, as soon as we walked out, we all look at each other like, do we go back in there? Like, what do we do?
I wanted to watch it.
Like, do we go back and rewatch this? Like, what do we do with this?
And like, I feel like I have to rewatch the first one.
Yeah,
but the fact that I didn't, I feel like added an element to it.
Right, because
like, it made me. I don't know. It gave me more of a connection.
Yeah,
because I was drawing from memory,
right,
and not refreshed memory. You know what I mean? If you know what I like, do you understand?
Yeah. I get what you mean, because
it adds
like,
a nostalgia factor.
Because it's been a longer amount of time, right? Yeah. It's like it's
more appreciative to me. I don't know.
For sure, yeah. Like, you know, time goes by and it's been a long time too, right? And for sure they did a really good job all around. I think anybody who says it's not a good movie, I don't know what you on.
Yeah.
Y'all need help.
Honestly. It was just so good. And I feel like if you haven't watched the first one, you'd understand you'd understand the movie still, right? Because it's not Top Gun 2, it's Top Gun Maverick.
Right. And you can and the way that they did it too, it's like I feel like a lot of the stuff that they tie into, like it's more or less for like the newer audience, right? Like it's like people like you, most of your generation, if not almost all of it, hasn't seen Top Gun. Maybe. Like, you know what I mean? Like the first one, because it's like an old movie.
Yeah.
Like they digitally remastered it in 4K, which I'm obsessed with that they did that.
Oh, did you hear how it's being removed off Netflix?
Yeah, they're moving it to Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. A bunch of people are upset about that, and I'm like, yeah, it's because Paramount Plus, you know. Yeah. I'm like, and what's crazy to me is that like, and even Tom Cruise said that.
Oh shoot!
It's gonna be
an advertisement.
No, I know.
Just realized
but like, he said that he publicly said that it'll be a very long time before it gets on any streaming platform.
Yeah.
Because like the intention of the movie was for IMAX, and it was designed to be viewed that way.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't.
It adds a whole other.
Oh yeah, like if you don't have surround sound at home and you watch it for the first time, it's not worth it. Honestly, just go to the theater.
Go to the theaters. I've never
emphatically said that to anybody. Like, you need to watch this movie in the theater. It's the kind of movie
that you need the full theater experience.
Yeah, it's one of those movies. It's just crazy.
Like they've really marketed it that way, and I truly agree with it.
Yeah, like it's bizarre, right?
It's
like,
really bizarre. Also, the fact of how they were able to get the audience to feel suspense and crucial moments.
Oh yeah,
of the film.
For sure.
I my palms were sweaty. I was like,
Yeah,
oh
man.
shoot,
Yo, like
this got real.
halfway through the movie, our mom's like handing out gum because
Yeah,
she's like,
I know.
my
She's like,
jaw
I need to
hurts.
chew.
She's like clenching so
I
hard.
know. Like you just needed something to do, like to occupy yourself.
Yeah.
Because like, dang, it really gets to you.
Oh yeah, like
we're rambling about this movie now.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on.
we're like fangirling over it.
I know.
It was just
Tom
so
Cruise,
good.
man. Like
It was just so good, honestly.
I loved it.
Well, we also managed to catch up on Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah, Obi-Wan.
Right.
The way episode 1 went, I appreciated the whole like refresher.
Oh yeah, like the flash. Okay, so let's move on from. Okay, so we gotta set the stage here. Okay, so Obi-Wan, in case you don't know, it's a Star Wars character.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who trained Anakin Skywalker, who
Later becomes a supervillain.
becomes the supervillain of the whole series essentially, and also ends up training his son Luke to do the thing.
Do the thing.
Do the thing.
To not spoil it if you haven't seen it. Oddly.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the Star Wars trilogy, the
Saga.
the saga, I guess, yeah. This one, because it's so much, it is what it is. But honestly, that
5 to 7 minutes.
where they sum it up for you,
Where they sum up
the first three,
where they sum it up for you. Oh my goodness. Like
it's so
I
good.
appreciated
It's so
it
good.
so much.
Yeah.
Because like
It's
first
been
of
a
all,
minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah, because first of all, it's been a minute since we've watched those films.
Right.
Like I've watched them all.
Yeah.
Like not in order.
Right.
And not like by order of release either.
Right.
I've just watched them all out of order.
Yeah, I know. Same. Same. I've
Like,
done
I
that
haven't sat down to watch them all like from beginning to end or by released order. And which is something we should probably do.
too. Yeah, we should probably do that at some point.
at some point. But yeah, I appreciated that.
Like I think we did that with the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, we did do that with Fast and the Furious.
We went through because I hadn't seen.
Yeah, you hadn't seen most.
I hadn't seen 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah,
I had only seen 5 and forward.
Yeah.
So I hadn't seen those, and you're like, yeah, I saw them. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
How is it you saw them, but I haven't seen.
I saw one in Spanish, and then I saw 2, 3, 4 here.
Okay, so like I didn't seen those.
Yeah.
So I just kind of jumped into it at 5. That's where it started for me.
Yeah. I was in Mexico at the time when I watched one.
Right, because that's how you only find a Spanish film in a foreign country. Like, what are you supposed to do?
How am I supposed to find a Spanish dub of Fast and the Furious in Canada?
I bet you it's out there somewhere.
I mean, if you had the DVD.
Yo, man. Okay, you know like that really old movie, The 10 Commandments, like the story of Moses?
Yeah.
There's somebody who brought that with them from like Latin America. And there's a copy of that floating around.
Oh, wow.
Like in this city. Like there's a copy of it dubbed in Spanish.
Oh, cool.
Like we know with Charleston Heston. It's a really old, it's iconic movie, you know. It's
I mean, just the man's voice.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like, how do you replicate that in Spanish?
I know, like, how do you give a voice of authority?
Yeah.
But with like tenderness.
Right. That is the challenge, right?
That is like, man, you're a good actor.
No, but it's like.
But then again, you're just being you with that.
For sure, yeah. Anyway, going back to Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it more than Boba Fett.
I mean, we never even finished watching.
I know, but I enjoy.
And I keep also like with Moon Knight. You slacked on me.
Oh yeah, it's because like everybody got lost interest in it.
Yeah, but I
for sure
you,
we gotta finish Moon Knight for sure. At least me and you will finish it.
Yeah.
But with Obi-Wan, I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually hyped for the next episode because of the way they. Okay, because like they released 2 episodes, and then the last episode it's kind of a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And you're like, I need the next episode. Like I need to know what's gonna happen.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
just like, and honestly, like, also the guy who plays Obi-Wan, like the accent that he has. I was watching an interview with him, and he was saying how he had trouble relearning the accent to play the character again. But he's like, it's been a long time, like, because they've talked about making an Obi-Wan movie, and like, they were gonna make an actual TV show. And then finally they did the Disney Plus thing, and he's like, and it's been like so much, like a very long time had gone by. He's like, this happened like in the like mid 2000s.
Yeah.
When like the trilogy came out, right? So he's like, he's just like, you know, getting back into it again, and he's like, it's honestly like the coolest thing to be able to play a character again, and honestly, like, as an actor, like, to just like take a break from something and then like revisit it, it must be nostalgic for the character.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I feel like going back to Maverick. I feel like that's how some of the characters felt.
Right.
You know, being back, playing the same character.
Right.
Especially like the iconic scene of him driving beside the jet taking off.
Right.
Like
in the motorcycle.
Like on the Kawasaki.
You just loved how they shot that.
Yeah, I know. It was like
that was a joke for you.
It was a good slide in like advertisement for that motorcycle.
No, that was an ad that you appreciate.
I appreciated that. Yeah, also the Samsung song.
Yeah.
Use Android.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like no, I thought okay because it's all also of course like that too like the whole movie there's like texting in the movie and I'm like when you modernize a film.
No, yeah.
Like no,
but like the thing is like that iconic scene, you know, like in the original Top Gun where it just goes like this.
Yeah.
They do the similar scene again.
Yeah.
And it's not really a spoiler because you know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
He just smiles.
Yeah.
And the smile looks so genuine.
It's so real.
It looks so real. Like he's appreciating the fact that he's there right now.
Yeah, that he's redoing it again.
Yeah.
Like it took me this long, but I got it done.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
I know. And like I there was some points in the movie where I just wanted to clap.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's not premiere day. People are gonna look upon me and they're gonna frown upon.
I know, like it's just like
I wanted to clap. I was watching like a hockey game.
it was honestly like there are things that I think there's something about film though. Like just I especially like after the 2 years that we spent locked up.
Oh yeah.
Rewatching, like going out and watching cinema, I appreciate it so much more than before.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know what it is, but there's something about experiencing a story with a bunch of strangers.
Oh yeah.
That is just so good. Like it's so good. Like we went to go watch that like jungle movie. What was it called?
I can't even remember.
With like Sandra Bullock?
Jungle treasure or something.
Jungle treasure or treasure
something with the jungle and the treasure.
It's Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we went to go watch that movie and honestly like it was all like it wasn't wow, it was an all right movie, but like I don't know what it was, but I like overly enjoyed that when that came out. It was bizarre. I was like, what are we doing right now? Did you find it?
No.
He's ladies and gentlemen, he's Googling this live here for your entertainment.
Lost City. Lost City.
The Lost City is what it's called.
Yeah, the Lost City treasure spot. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, so like they're in the jungle looking for this lost city.
I appreciated watching that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because it also had been a while since we've gone to the theater again
to watch a rom-com.
Yeah.
Like I don't like that. That too. Like
it had been a while.
Just watching a rom-com in general.
Like not unless it's like Christmas season, you know, like they got like those hallmarks.
You mean the W channel?
Yeah. Got those hallmarks.
Yeah. I mean, like, and that's like a seasonal thing.
Like,
but like,
I won't lie to y'all. Like, I appreciate a good romantic comedy. Not gonna lie. Like,
yeah. I mean, like every now and then, you know.
Every now and then, you need to take a break from shooting people in the face. Yeah.
You know, from stuff like
something like John Wick. You know, you gotta take a step back.
Okay. The other day, me and my dad, me and my father, me and your father, you weren't there. We were watching the second John Wick movie again because they're like airing it on TV, and as soon as because I had just gotten home, this is on Sunday night, and so when I walk into the house, he's watching this movie, and it's that iconic scene where he's like, "I'd like a tasting."
Yeah.
That whole sequence, I love how they shot.
Oh
that.
yeah.
Like it is the greatest thing ever. I'm like, there's that should be like. That's how every assassin should go pick up his gear. Yeah. Like, no joke. That's how it should happen.
Yeah, honestly.
If it ain't happening like that, I don't want to be that.
Assassin, which I won't. I had to look straight into the camera, you know.
Look at the camera. I'm not gonna let this happen.
Yeah. Like that's how sophisticated I'd want my work to be. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Yeah.
You know.
You gotta be professional. I
Especially
think
in that
about
line
this.
of work. Like, come on.
It's pretty tough. Also, like when he like I love in the first one, he's like, I'd like to make a dinner reservation.
Oh yeah, and they come pick up the bodies.
It's like the funniest. I was like, what the?
Like it makes you wonder. Like, is there like a number that each government has? For like this type of stuff. You know what I mean?
There definitely has to be.
There's got to be like everyone's just got like that one burner phone. You know what I mean?
Everybody got that burner.
It's just like I need you to pick this up.
Drop the phone, smash it. You don't even hang out.
It just self-destructs after 5 seconds. It's like
It's
5,
like the
4.
SIM card melts inside. It just turns to goo. No, it's you can't just
go so far left field, turns into lava. Burns your hand off, can't use it again. Or even work in the profession anymore. You can't even pull the trigger. That's just aggressive. It's gone way too far.
Yeah, you gotta pull back.
It's actually a nuke. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa. You can't be doing that. What was I gonna say? We're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after this short message. Hey guys, sorry I'm interrupting this video. I'm here to tell you to follow both our Instagrams and the podcast Instagram. Bro, what do you think about that?
Yeah, man, I approve this message.
And we are back. We have returned. If you don't know us, we went for a walk. No, I'm kidding.
No, we didn't.
We're back. I hope you enjoyed those messages. I hope you like my little commercial that I've made. If you're on YouTube, you can see it. It looks cool.
Even if you're on Spotify,
you can see it.
You
but
can see the footage.
If you're just listening to this in audio format, then I guess you're missing out. It's really not that interesting, to be honest. I'm probably gonna have to fix it anyway at some point. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I was gonna say something, but I don't know.
I don't know why, but I feel like I'm hearing myself in my ears, and I drank that little bit of water that was in that cup,
and it sounds different.
My voice sounds. I don't know. I don't know.
A little different.
It sounds a little different to me.
Yeah, that happens when you drink water. Honestly,
actually, we have an old episode.
Oh yeah,
old episode where we're
the very first season. We're recording in the summertime.
Yeah,
the room is super humid,
and like we were recording, but our voices sounded like really like high pitched.
Right,
and then all of a sudden
we take a break.
We drank water because we were like thirsty.
Yeah, we come back,
and then our voices were like, "Hey."
Yeah,
and we were just like, "Whoa, what just happened to us?"
Yeah, because we still had
we listened back and we were like, "What just happened?"
Because we had like we were at that point we had already started using headphones.
Yeah.
To watch our levels, and it was just interesting. I think for sure we have changed the way we go about talking to the microphone.
Oh yeah.
Also, like I think we've gotten better at it. Like the way we used to do it. I think.
I keep feeling the need to like adjust myself. When I'm speechifying.
I don't know. It's odd having the microphone like right here.
Yeah.
Like right here, because like obviously like you have like this pop filter in front of you that like covers like most of your face. So, like I'm constantly trying to like not let it like go too high up.
Put my face.
Like no, I'm trying to make sure it's not too high up and like have like the microphone like at the right level.
Yeah.
The entire time, which is kind of annoying. Also, because like you're trying to move to look at you and then look at the camera, look at this.
I mean, like something I've been trying to get into the habit of is like leaning into the mic.
Right. When you look at me.
When I'm looking at you.
Right, because you used to have that bad habit where he would do this. He would be
I'd
like,
just go like this, and then I'd be talking. Which I'm sorry for the audio.
Yeah, he would turn it like he would look away from the microphone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, you need to like talk into the microphone because then like it sounds odd because I know you're like further away from the microphone.
Yeah, I know.
So I'd have to go in and like audio adjust.
Yeah.
Every couple of seconds because he didn't know how to talk into a microphone. It gets so annoying.
It would.
For me, because I was the one editing it.
Just adjusted.
Well, like the thing is, like now you edit the vlog sometimes,
yeah.
and like before it would be like I was editing everything, but now that like you're helping out and stuff, and like you're also working on like some other, well, you're gonna start working on some other stuff.
Yeah.
So it'll be good. It'll be great. We obviously have a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know how we do it anymore.
I don't know.
This has become.
What are we
doing? No, this has become a machine.
Honestly,
if I'm being honest.
The way I don't even understand how we go about bringing more content.
Oh,
like
I know.
especially on the podcast.
Oh,
when
yeah.
we haven't done anything at all, and we end up talking for so long.
Yeah.
And then you're just like,
except for last week. because you had to go.
Yeah. It was just odd. It's just really odd how we can continue a conversation and have nothing.
Oh yeah, no. There's that episode called Gold.
Yeah.
Where we literally started Googling during that episode.
Oh yeah. We're just Googling.
We had nothing. Nothing at all.
It's like our individual episodes. We struggled to like converse with ourselves.
For sure, yeah.
But we still somehow pulled it off. And then I was talking about a guy on the field.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing about like our solo episode, it was like we weren't videotaping yet, so I'm literally like I think I recorded mine like sitting on like a table.
Yeah.
And then I think it was upstairs.
On the table.
Yeah, I was upstairs at the table, like
at
the dining table. No, I was at the dining table.
Yeah.
No, I was at the dining table, and like no joke, I had my laptop next to me, I had the microphone in front of me, and then like halfway through the episode, I'm like, okay, my brother used Google, I'm gonna use Google.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, because the struggle was not being able to think of something. Like I almost felt like doing a comedy special. Like, hello guys, I'm your host. You know, back it again. You know, just trying to do a comedy
you know what's
special.
really funny though is the fact that during that episode, both of us say like, don't like if this is your first time listening to this.
Go to a different episode.
Go to a different episode.
This is not what it's like.
Yeah,
this is me failing at life.
Like literally, that's what we both said.
Yeah.
I found that funny that we both said the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's for sure interesting. It was also the first time neither of us were on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Like we had a term for like and the whole week felt off.
Yeah.
The whole week felt off.
Yeah, because when I recorded, I felt fine, and then when you recorded, I didn't record. I was like,
something's up.
I was struggling at life. I was like, what do I do with myself?
Right? Like
it's
an
hour of me doing nothing.
I know, right? Like it was a little odd, mind you. Also, like it takes a little bit of getting used to.
Yeah. So like, props to those who do like solo podcasts.
Oh yeah.
Or, like I mean, but most of them end up doing like shorter times, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
People
for sure.
who do like grammar stuff, they're like, here's like an example of this. And
yeah. And it's like a 10-minute episode.
Also, the fact that they're niched helps them as well.
Right.
Right. Unlike us, we're everywhere. We are everything. Without being like, everything. You want to talk about tennis? Talk about tennis. Sit down. Let's have a conversation. No, I'm kidding.
Let's have a conversation about tennis. No, it is it's super challenging. I think that also like always having to be self-aware of what you're saying.
Oh yeah, because I could say something like, actually, never mind. I'm not gonna give an example.
Like I know, but also like the way you say things, like if someone clips it, in a specific way, it could like it could
destroy you.
Yeah.
Like if I said I will kill you just there.
Yeah.
Just there. Just I demonetized.
No, but you get what I mean? Like it's you're constantly having to make sure you word things in a way where you won't be attacked.
Yeah.
and obviously, of course, like there are for sure things that that can't be helped, right? Like people will always find a way to be mad at you for something. I mean, we've been doing this for 3 years now.
Yeah.
And video for 1 year. Well, not even a year. It's been not even a half a year actually, if I'm being honest. But it's been so much fun.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, like we've been actually, I think we're not at half a year yet.
We're not.
We will be there. Actually, at the end of this month, we will be. Or like in the middle of next month.
June.
Yeah, June. Like the third week of June is the halfway mark.
Yeah.
And then from there on, it's like the rest of the year. And the rest of the year, mind you, is like I find like the beginning of the year is always exciting because we change things.
Oh yeah,
up,
we change things up.
Change the formatting. Like I remember in season 2, we got an intro song.
Oh yeah.
And that was just the first time we had an intro song play, we had the person who actually our guest was experiencing it, and we hadn't figured out how we were gonna make it work yet. And so we worked around it with that person. We're like, okay, go. Yeah. But it's for sure. Also, because we pre-recorded that episode, like the last year.
Because we had to.
Yeah, because like schooling and stuff, it was crazy.
Yeah, I was still in high school.
I still don't understand how I managed to do that for an entire how I was able to keep the entire first season having a guest every other week.
Oh yeah. Honestly,
while in school.
Now it's a lot more challenging, especially with the fact that you're not in school right now.
Right.
And like is like, for example, last year,
Yeah.
COVID, right?
Well, we had planned to do all of this last year.
Yeah, we had planned to do all of this last year, but stuff happens, and then you're
Right.
like, oh,
Yeah. Like also like mind you like I wasn't working at the time yet either, so getting all the equipment and stuff like it was going to be costly. Like mind you guys like it was like we had accounted for it, but then COVID happened and other expenses came up and it was a whole thing. It became very challenging to pursue this at this level. But for sure, I think no, but what blows me away is like I've told this story to you and our dad how there were Friday mornings where I'd be sitting in a psychology class. Mind you, I had taken like so many psychology classes already, so I was kind of like napping in that class. But there would be mornings where I would show up and I'd put on an earbud, I'd put an earbud in my ear and just edit the podcast, the whole class. I would edit the podcast, and then or I would be at my where I was like doing my work, and I would like during lunch I would hit the upload button.
Oh yeah.
And like those days that I had time to upload, or I'd take my lunch at like 1 or 12, that's when I'd upload because in the morning I had been in class and I had edited it. And then I would upload it, and if not, I wouldn't upload it till like later in the day, like 5 when I had gotten out of work or whatever.
Yeah. See, like I find, like if anyone tells you being a content creator is easy, they're lying to your face.
Oh yeah.
Like this is like the amount of time we've had to take out, especially now since we're doing triple the amount of like things that we were doing before. Like for example, now we always had the podcast. We got React Mondays. We got the vlogs, right? And now we're also trying to keep up with like our social media aspect. Right. And I have to start working on TikToks now for like more viewership, right?
Yeah.
And that's like a whole thing.
Right, yeah, for sure. Like it's honestly like people who do this alone, I get it why they need a team after a while.
Oh yeah.
It's just so much stuff. It's way too much like all at once. And I often think about like how we're lucky that we have each other. And like I think about that too, like when it comes to ideas, especially vlogs. Oh my gosh, like I hadn't realized how much trimming you have to do.
Oh yeah.
To get a decent vlog out of life.
Yeah.
Like it's like like the last vlog we uploaded. We had like, what was it, like 45 minutes of video?
Yeah.
It was like 45 minutes of video, and I trimmed it down to like 20 something.
Yeah.
And then you went through it and trimmed it down even more.
Yeah,
and
you trimmed it down to like 25 something.
Yeah, and then I went through it again and trimmed it down even more.
Yeah, because there's a lot of content you want to go in, but like also you can find being unnecessary.
Yeah.
And also like the fact that we add bloopers to the end of our episode as we watch it. I'll be making a joke.
Right.
That barely has relevance to what we're doing.
Yeah, so we cut that out and put that at the end. Like and like it's obviously like we're having fun with the bloopers, and like sometimes we'll like recently since we started doing the blooper thing, we'll do things on purpose to get the blooper.
Oh yeah.
Like we're like, as soon as we're done with that's the blooper, and he's like, yep, that's a blooper.
Honestly, our aim is just to make the blooper the funniest part of the vlog. Don't skip to the end. Watch the vlog.
I'll start putting the bloopers in the middle of the episode, just like at a random place. Cue the bloopers.
I mean, we could do that with the podcast too, but to be honest, there's not really much blooper.
I mean, the blooper is us setting up. Like, do you want me to record that? Like,
that's not even necessary at this point, right?
It would be funny though, just like randomly you're like tightening the thing on the microphone.
Like, this sucks. The mic just fall.
Like it's obviously there's stuff like that where I don't know. I often I think
I love how we literally just finished watching Philip DeFranco.
Yeah.
And with Ethan Klein.
Right.
Talking about bombing.
Yeah, I know. That was
whole controversy.
It's so dumb, honestly. Like, I think that like anyone will get mad for anything. Like I was saying, right?
Yeah, everybody's. I mean, he even called out Republicans snowflakes.
I mean, he tweeted it out after.
I know.
Like,
I mean, because
look, honestly, I get it.
We get. He even
he has an understanding of both sides.
Yeah.
Right.
He acknowledged the fact of what he said.
Yeah.
And then apologized for it.
Right.
And then proceeded to
make a joke and rectify
make
it.
a joke to rectify the statement he had said before,
Right.
and then concluded with, "I don't accept violence as being the method." Right.
Right. Yeah. Of course.
And which he, to be honest, did a really good job on that.
Like any
Really good
lawyer
job.
looks at him, he's like, "You did fine.
Yeah.
You recovered."
Yeah, you
Any
recovered.
PR person would have said that. That's
But
fine.
those people who like to take clips and then just
Like also like, and then like they even the editor later on made he makes a similar joke
Yeah.
and cuts him off. He's like, "Dude, why are you doing this to me?"
yeah, I know. But like honestly, anyone who's still mad at that is just, I'm sorry, but you're a snowflake.
No,
We're
but
only proving our society has those.
No, but it definitely is, especially like the circumstance of what's going on right now in the States. It's very challenging, like to keep a level head,
Oh yeah.
right? Because you have to keep the reaction he had is quite honestly like not to say that it's not wrong, but I'm sure there's a lot of people thinking the same way.
Oh yeah. It was a genuine thought. Not
Yeah.
saying that he was going to do anything, right?
Of course.
Because you also have to remember the space of which he was talking in, right?
Right.
Because he wasn't like a news reporter, right?
Right,
At
yeah.
that time, he was like, you made a joke,
Yeah.
like, and if you
On-
can't
on his
if you can't
podcast.
take a joke, like, then why are you watching me?
Right. Yeah. Also, like the thing about H3's audience, they're like super loyal to him.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And
yeah.
like, I mean, I'm part of his audience, and I'm kind of like, I mean, I guess it's kind of like a biased point of
I mean,
view.
but
in my
then
case.
again, I think it. Honestly, we're just thinking about it logically because I'm
Right.
not really an audience member.
Right.
I jump in once in a while, right?
Yeah.
To just like see what's going on.
Because like I'm like here, excuse me, I'm gonna cut that out. When obviously, because like if I'm here and I'm watching it, you'll like walk into the room or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I check it on my own time too.
Right,
But,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm not always engaged.
For sure.
So
yeah.
so I think my opinion isn't really biased towards him. It's just more
Right.
like, let's think about this in a logical aspect.
It's more like
The
an
setting-
informed. It's an
yeah.
informed answer.
Yeah. Let's just think about it logically. The setting he was in,
Yeah.
the way he recovered, and then decided to proceed with, rectifying.
Right. Yeah. Also like the circumstance.
Yeah. Right.
Like, and that's totally justifiable at the same time, right?
I mean, if anybody has any valid arguments, just leave them in the comments down below. Let me know your opinion. Maybe I'll reply. I don't know. Let's start a whole thing.
There's like a whole trend of
it's,
the
it's like the best clickbait you can give me.
It's just like the comments blow up. There's more comments than views.
Just, go for it. I don't get how you did that, but go for it.
I jump into the comments first. No,
That'd be funny. Imagine starting to do that, like with my own YouTube channel. I just go in and like first, and then be like,
There are YouTubers that do that. Huh? There are YouTubers who will do that. Like once they blow up,
Yeah.
they will because you can auto set a comment as soon as the
yeah,
video
yeah.
uploads, and they'll just be like first. So it's like it's always funny, I think. But for sure, you often get like stuff where people will always try to find a reason to argue.
Oh yeah.
Like I think that it's kind of sad, but the internet has become this place where we need a reason to argue.
Oh yeah.
And
you
I'm
see
honestly
it-
like
you see
whener
it on Twitter all the time.
oh my gosh, I've given up on
Oh,
that.
honestly-
like every time I'm like scrolling and I see like someone arguing on Twitter, I'll literally do this because like the Twitter account I used to have, which I don't use anymore. I'd see people arguing, I just go unfollow them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done. I'm not even
here's
taking
the
it
thing.
anymore.
If you're gonna start an argument on Twitter, before you start the argument, ask yourself, would you do this in person? Because
Yeah.
to be honest, I think you should act, especially on Twitter, you should act as yourself rather than trying to be this other person on social media.
Right,
Because
for sure.
you're representing yourself as somebody who is trash mouth, right?
No, also like a lot of the arguments that happen on Twitter are from people who are not educated on, like they're not. It's not to say that's an educational problem, but it's more like they're not well informed on said topic.
Yeah.
Because if they were well informed, they would understand that most of the time they're in the wrong.
If anybody's like paid attention to like Johnny Depp's thing, if you learned anything, hearsay.
Yeah, if you learned anything,
If you've
from
learned anything from watching that whole hearing thing, you've learned what hearsay means.
yeah, I mean,
And
like
honestly,
let's be real.
most of the people, if they when they start an argument, it's all hearsay. because it's literally all rumored by someone else, or they've heard from another person, right?
Right.
And thus making them appear less educated based on that topic.
Right, but also like the whole thing, like it's just been so. That whole thing altogether has just been.
Not to give a bias, but like Team Johnny.
Bro, you're already. I mean,
also not to mention the fact that. Okay, Johnny has done some things like he's been high, yes, he's been drunk before,
right, yeah,
but
that's like an actual issue,
yeah, like
right, like that's like a problem he has that he has worked really hard as an individual to overcome through the years, right, and don't get me wrong, any addict who overcomes that, props to you, man, that's mad respect.
Okay, also not to mention the fact like. I find Amber Heard has had a lot more slip-ups recently.
Right.
Like her whole makeup kit thing.
Yeah.
Came out in 2017.
Yeah.
When the allegations of abuse happened way earlier on than that.
Yeah.
Like that's also like another thing. Also the fact of like before and after photos.
Right.
Like the day before bruise, the day after no bruise.
Right.
And then she repeatedly mentions how she always wears makeup. Why wouldn't I wear makeup when I'm outside? Why weren't you wearing makeup that day? Right. You know, it's like any lawyer could be like argumentative, but at the same time,
I mean, like, okay, like I'm not gonna dissect the entire case.
I know,
because it's a lot, and maybe once they give a verdict, we can do a whole episode on it.
Yeah, maybe.
But we'll think about. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a React Monday too.
I don't know how I feel.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you want to get what we actually think about it, but I think that their relationship, obviously from one side than the other, was apparent and toxic.
Oh yeah.
Like it was not good for either one of them. And they did love each other, mind you. Like you can see it. There are moments when like they're telling stories of stuff that happened before the argument, where like those are good memories because they're both smiling while talking about it. And it's like one of those things where, like,
I mean, they wouldn't have been together if there wasn't something to enjoy.
Right, obviously, you know, and that's really what it comes down to. But I think it's more or less like, you know, the way that she went about pursuing it.
Yeah.
Right, like, because it damaged him, and like
in a sense, it damaged herself. She damaged herself.
It's now damaging both of their reputations, and it's not worth it anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's just bad blood, and it's vengeful.
Yeah, honestly,
it leaves a bad taste.
Honestly, if they could have settled really early on,
right? Honestly,
they easily could have settled very early on.
For sure,
and this case wouldn't have been as extensive as it did occur.
We need to wrap up.
Oh man, we're ending on that. Okay,
I know. It's like I don't know what to say.
For like a comedy podcast, guys.
We got so serious for like 10 minutes.
We're hilarious, guys.
We're
elites when it comes to this.
We cracked so many jokes this episode.
So guys, this has been the episode of the podcast. Everything's always in the description, whether it be up, down, left, or right, depending on the platform you're on. If you're on YouTube, make sure to click that subscribe button, click that bell notification. We leave all our socials in the link down below, as our advertisement has mentioned, if you skipped over it. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Bye.